Hello, hello. Welcome back. We're at the Guardian Farm here to see what we can do about finishing up. And we are starting out. We're going to place in our water columns or build around our spawn spots to make columns for the Guardians to fall. And as you can see, I've got some done already. Got to get the water out of here so I won't inadvertently spawn anything while I'm trying to build down below. And we want to drop them anyway, so that's why we're getting rid of the water. Oh, that's a wet sponge. Need a dry sponge. I don't know if that's too high up. Well, looks like it cleared it all out. Alright, get out of here and finish up the rest of them. Alright, they're all cleared of water. We got to put in our trident killers and our water troughs to direct our stuff where we want to go. A little difficulty here getting this in the proper way. Once I got it started though, it was really quite easy. There's so many different types of trident killers. Oh, and this farm, it's based off of SlackLizard's first farm he did a couple years ago. Did change a couple things, but according to his tutorial, but works rather well enough for me on a single player. Now, a couple of these corners are going to be a little different because you have to put the double observers in the back corner where you're going to put the water. I didn't the first different corner I made, and the water broke it. So, yeah, you have to be careful of which way you put them in. So now I'm going to get some water in here. And glass panes go down below to filter everything through. There's my glass. Glass, there it is. So 16 is enough to do 4 of them. I'm only doing 4 spawn spots. And they go right below the trident killer. Go. We'll do that for each one of them. I want my block back. Okay. So and here we go. All 4 of them are in. They're on. I'm putting doors in um, for the being able to put the tridents in. I was going to take them out, but I found that I had a couple problems with this type of farm. I'm putting in the water channels. Okay, so the third block down, 2 underneath the glass. And I spent hours in real life getting impaling 4 at least on tridents, putting glass to make them go around the corners. Not glass, ice. Duh. Don't know the difference between glass and ice. And that is, I think it's blue ice I put in. You could use just the other kind of ice, not regular ice, but doesn't have to be blue. Alright, I am going to put stone buttons down on the ice now. Get all this glass in. This is where I'll stand. Now I gotta make a path down, get down underneath. And I have ladders I'm gonna put in to get up and down. Come on, ladder, get in there. There we go, finally. Now that down there is where I'm storing everything. So fix the tubes now so that the guardians will spawn. Put a block in, put a couple buttons in on the same level and another button higher up. And water. And cover it up so it'll be a cave spawn, which is what guardians are. Handy little trapdoor here. And let's go see what it's doing. Right. Some of them take a little longer to spawn. Others spawn in a family of guardians instead of just one at a time, a whole group. In a way that's nice, in a way it's not, because of some of the difficulties I'm having with this swarm. Just checking to make sure that each spawn point is actually getting guardians. Doesn't do too bad on experience. There are faster farms. Just those few minutes, that's what I got, so I figure that'll do me as a single world player. So I did put a paling 4 on my tridents. It took me days to get enough impaling 4 books because I don't have a villager. I had to go find a village, get a villager set up, and it was something else. Now I found that the tridents fall through the glass panes. So I have to reset the tridents each time. It's not too awful bad as a single player world, but it's still a real pain. So I am gonna put the doors back in here so I can do this easier. But when the guardians are falling at the same time, it makes it a little harder. And you can tell by the sound of it. It's a louder chinky noise when the tridents are actually in it, and a thud noise when they're not. So that's how I figured out which chute needed the trident replaced in. I turn them on if it stopped. Now I noticed some of the items were sticking up on the corners, so I put another piece of ice in and put a water flow over that ice. And that solved the problem of them getting stuck on those corners. But I haven't figured out the problem with the tridents disappearing, what to do about it. I was thinking maybe trying fences fence posts in there instead of glass? I don't know. I will eventually work it out, hopefully. The trident fell down because I shut it off and turned it back on again. So, I'm going to leave those spots so I can get in and out easily, access those tridents. Getting the tridents back in there can be a pain when they're guardians are spawning. Because they can spawn pretty rapidly. Like this place here. A whole group of them spawned at once. By the time I get my trident out, they spawn again. But like I said, the XP is pretty good. And I wanted the drops for lights, so I don't know if I'll be over here all that much. Just checking to make sure that the items are going through now with the ice in there, and it does work, so that's great. Now I sit here for like a half hour, an hour. Get all my tools repaired, armor repaired, and some extra experience. I have plenty of experience now to enchant anything I want. So that's cool. In a lot shorter period of time than a spawner does, so. And actually it's faster than my mob farm too. So, I think it was a good investment. And I get lights, since I don't have a frog farm yet. I don't know if I want to deal with magma cubes in order to get a frog farm set up. We shall see. And in that little bit of time, I got that much drop, so that was pretty good. So, Guardian Farm is done. I got some lights. I got Prismarine, wonderful thing. And we will see you next time. Bye.